So my association with CAMS dates back, I think the first intersection was almost 25 years ago, 2001 to be precise. I was in HSBC, CAMS was the RTA, so I didn't choose CAMS. CAMS was in some sense chosen for me. Couple of things that stood out then, and I think they stand out throughout that journey. Although I've worked in firms where CAMS wasn't a partner since then, you are my partner today. The absolute adherence to process and procedure. If I was to be devilish, I would say perhaps sometimes too rigid for my good, but I think it gives you the sense of comfort that what needs to be delivered 100% of the time gets delivered. And I think over time I've come to appreciate that sometimes customer delight is not delivered by things which are not expected, but by delivering things that are expected just absolutely flawlessly, right? Couple of things that stand out, even beyond the operational excellence that I think CAMS always looks to strive for. I am a business guy. I remember very distinctly a product that CAMS, I think, probably invented in the industry called the CEO report. Every week, Monday morning, you would get this report. My boss used to send it to me. And I have to say this, even back then, we'd talk about analytics, AI, all of that stuff today. I'm talking about 2003-04, right, 22 years ago. If that report said this month across multiple matrices versus the industry, this is how you're doing, when the industry officially published its data perhaps in the middle of the next month, it was bang on. Never was it inaccurate. Today, that report I think is called Disha. But I think these are examples, right? This is not a business partner that's about helping you with client service, operational procedures, but it's also about enabling the business. There are so many people, I'd love to call out people, but I think it'll be very unjust because the one comment I'll make is, especially amongst the senior leadership, I think some of the things I like about them are all very unique, so there's no sameness to it. When you think about this being a massive processing factory, you would think that a lot of the people think and behave the same way, but they actually don't. India is a land where so many more households are going to have incremental money to invest. I think volumes are just going to exponentially grow. And I think it's, I would say, a challenge and an opportunity for CAMS and us alongside CAMS to figure out continuous ways for us to deliver that same 100% to the customer and deliver it in a way and a style that is contemporary, because clearly Gen Z, for example, today expects client service in a very different way than perhaps the customers that we've been used to deal with. And there will be many examples. Every week is a new world in some sense today, and it's not going to be any different over the next 5, 10, 20 years. So I think it's a challenge, like I said, but given what I've seen over the last 25 years with CAMS, I am hugely convinced that we will have an amazing partnership for a long time to come.